your mission, should you choose to accept it, it is indeed your choice. To undertake your power and live a limited life. I'm Donna Samlalsingh, and I bid you welcome. Today, 43 of our 6-day journey that opens the world to you as the face of money changes. It continues to be an exciting journey as we tune in once again to hear today's financial weather report. I invite you to become aware and proactive in positioning yourself financially. It is said the best time to repair your roof is when the sun is shining. On that note, I present to you our panelists, Cliffe Samlalsingh, the moderator, Shoba Gopichandsingh, Debora La Bastide Warner, Sherry-Ann Patterson, Rolf Doyle, and yours truly, Donna Samlalsingh. Welcome to One Table Talk. I pass the mic to Cliffe.
Thank you, wifey, and good night, good day, everyone, depending, of course, on which side of the world you are. I hope while our bodies have been confined because of the socially responsible conditions, that our minds are being liberated through our series of nightly Zoom presentations. During all wars, insurrections, and even during slavery, there always is a band of persons on an agenda of freedom. Those freedom fighters have to keep their message blazing in the shadows of secrecy just to avoid persecution. These freedom fighters are often referred to as the underground resistance. Now, if this is your first time on our Zoom presentations, I want to welcome you to the underground network. While we don't have to operate in a clandestine fashion, we have, however, been persecuted because of our intent to reach persons who are seeking freedom. Our scenario is even more dire than the past wars fought. You see, when usually wars are fought, there's normally a time frame over which is fought. But in this war that we are in, we came in and we met it. But worse than that, we were taught to accept that there's no other option. The system we know says to get a good schooling, which will get you a good job, which will get a loan or credit for what we wish to have. The odds, however, are heavily stacked against you that you will either end up working for someone or have a small business. More than that, you will live your entire life measuring money, and you will eventually die still feeling that there was more that you could have achieved financially. And the system says that's okay. You know something? You feel passed over, and your leaders and the world in which you live in says that that's just how it is. For the last 42 Zoom presentations, we have been showing that if you aren't prepared to settle for this, we are serving an opportunity which could change that. We will break you free of the financial shackles in your mind that reminds you that no one in your generation ever had financial independence. Also, maybe in your mind, none of your friends can show off any financial independence. And the same doctors and lawyers that they told you and me to become seem to be working well into their latter years. So clearly, that wasn't the answer either. I want to remind those of you who are listening to this for the first time that you are so fortunate. You are among a group of financial freedom fighters, and you have an opportunity to place yourself ahead of a world trend. That means that you are championing a cause which will not only save you, but those same friends and family. Tonight's presentation will be unlike the previous 42 in that as a presenter, I will not be going into details about this exceptional opportunity I saw nearly 4 years ago. I do hope, however, that the way the message will be communicated tonight will encourage any first-timers to be hungry enough to return tomorrow. In a couple of months from now, when we may leave our homes freely, it will not be business as usual. Some businesses will fall through. However, with us, you'll be entering an industry that is only 12 years old and widely acknowledged by the world at large that this is the future. The rulers of the world realize that the paper money system and the banking establishment are quickly running out of options. Across the globe, countries' debts are mounting to the point where there is an ever-widening gap between the haves and the have-nots. And you know something? We are told that we are merely pawns in this. There is a cry for money that is once again inflation-proof. We want a money that does not promise that it will buy less and less over time. Please be reminded that this scenario only developed after a grand plan was hatched in the US in 1913. The US dollar is now valued a mere 3 cents compared to its value back then. Coincidentally, when this devaluation process started, the system of taxation by the government also started. Almost 6 years ago, a company by the name of OneLife introduced cryptocurrency to many of us. What they did that was different to other cryptocurrencies was to educate me why this former system kept me broke. And they, OneLife, provided a unique education to free my mind. OneLife also told me if I grasped the education well enough and understood its version of operating in a parallel ecosystem, the quality of my life could improve dramatically. The thing is, I don't have to wait long in the future to see results. I am already experiencing that. Isn't it the same thing that universities do? They tell you to enroll with them, get educated, and you could stand in line to get a better job than many others. I also want to mention to all of the IMAs out there and even persons listening first time, just in case some of you may want to discount the value of the education on the financial system in which we operate. If you don't feel by appreciating what our education offers, I want you to find a way to see that movie called The Banker. It's a recent release. It's about two guys. One name is Joe Morris, if I'm not mistaken, and the other one is Bernard Garrett. It features Samuel L. Jackson and I think another actor is Anthony Mackie. All right? Please, every IMA should get their hands on that movie and see it. The name of it is The Banker. It's a real life story about two black guys who in the 1950s and 60s, because they took time to understand the financial system of the day, despite all the challenges, and that time they used to call it Jim Crow period. That is when racism was at its highest. These two guys understood the financial system so well that they were able to purchase not one, but two banks, two white banks also. All right. So understand that understand that the education on finance is nothing to sneeze at. If you understand it, and this is what we have offered, it will change your life. Take a look at the movie. The challenge is that they bit off too much because of the conditions of the day. Nevertheless, my online university doesn't only tell me this, but it shows me how to get there. Our packages of education range from 140 euros to 14,000 euros. You want changes in your life? Well, then choose any one of these packages within that range. Enough talk. Enough talk. As promised, though, I am not going to speak too much tonight. Instead, the spotlight will shine on a small panel of speakers who are opening up to you guys either for the first time or have hardly spoken before on their experience in this journey. And I introduce you now to our one table talk. As Donna had mentioned the names of the panelists, I now want to introduce you to and for them to come in. Okay. So seeing Rolf. Good night, good night. You all hearing me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
good
are.
night.
Okay, great.
Loud
Great.
and clear.
All right. How you guys doing? Everybody's doing well?
Great, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Welcome.
So again, guys, I hope that you are not camera shy and your mouth is ready to go into motion. All we're going to talk about is things that you would have encountered during your time here. All right. So I have a couple of questions I want to throw out at you guys. And I will just call on you. We'll just have a sort of banter. Hopefully, through your experiences, persons who are hearing this may get a different perspective to what has been offered in the past presentations. And if I may, I would like to start off with two testimonials. If I may have Sherry, is Sherry there? I would like to call on Sherry and Deborah to just present two testimonials. Have Sherry first.
Sure.
Hey, Sherry, good night.
Good night and good night to everyone. I must
Good night,
apologize first that I don't have a front camera, so you can't see me. But I'm sure you're hearing my voice well enough.
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. All right. I am a single mom and I have been for the last 15 years as I lost my husband to cerebral hemorrhage in 2005. There came a point in my life when it became difficult to continue providing for my daughter on my own due to the fact that she was getting older, so she would require much more becoming a young woman. Now, my first resort to any problem or situation has always been and will always be to go to God first. And I truly believe that he directed me through a friend, Mr. Eric Alvarez, to One Life. Now, I did not fully understand everything at first, but what I did understand was that OneCoin's cryptocurrency is money that appreciates in value, which meant for me that whatever little I was able to acquire will definitely grow. And I've seen growth since I've been here in 2016. I've seen growth 7 times since then. My daughter is my biggest why. And I believe that no matter what you're doing, whatever you are doing, whatever you choose to do in this lifetime, there must be a reason a great reason. And my daughter was my why. I didn't want my past or my present at that time to be my daughter's future. Now, both of us, because of One Life, have a better present. We don't have to wait for the future because One Life's ecosystem, which is the DealShaker platform, it allows me to be a merchant so I can have another way to receive income. Not that I don't speak about this much, but I believe giving a testimony is about speaking about the truth. Having cryptocurrency has allowed me, a single mom, to purchase a piece of land through our DealShaker platform. Something my parents, unfortunately, could not do for my siblings and I. But I thank God today that I can now do that for my daughter through One Life.
Thank you, Sherry. Wow, wow, that was moving, really. And if I start to tear up, let me get Deborah to come and start to talk one time. Deborah, you mind sharing your story? A little short story?
Well, wow, Sherry, that was really moving.
Yeah.
That was really moving and well put. Well put. I my first when I first heard about this company, I was introduced to this company by Janelle Joseph. That's my upline. You all know her. And I was invited to One Life FinTech seminar, the usual seminars that we have, the live seminars, not like these, but before this time. And I remember distinctly, it was the 19th of March in 2018. And I didn't know what to expect. And at the end of the seminar, I didn't even know I didn't know all that I heard in that seminar. It was mind blowing. It was I grew up in a household that we had some information, and I'm sure a lot of Trinidadians have a lot of information. But what do you do with this information? There was no solution, and plus I heard things that I didn't even know. So it was definitely an eye opener for me. And what attracted me most to the business is that I can use this cryptocurrency. I didn't even know what cryptocurrency was, and I didn't know what blockchain was. But the way how the presentation flowed, I was sold on the first um, on the first seminar that I went to. I came back on the Thursday, which was another seminar, which, another presentation, because I really wanted to hear again. Because of course, while I was listening to the presentation, I missed so much. You know, when your phone doing like this, because, too much data or too much, I was like, wow. So I missed some of the information because I was still spinning on other information that was said before. And yes, I'm the type of person who would read the terms and conditions when I sign up to do something. So I was really soaking it in. And I do certain products. So the deal shaker was the real clincher for me. I was like, wow, I just sell products to people, one or two people, but now I could have a full-fledged business on this platform. And it was, yeah, I'm still here. I came for the deal shaker mainly and the coin, and I stayed for the education and the self-development and the community that is so, how to put it, so giving with information. People not stingy with their information then. They don't hold it close to them, and they don't want to tell you certain things. And that's what the world is all about. That financial system out there, people don't share. It's not for us. It's for a certain bunch of people. And I knew I had to get out of this state that I was in, retired, all in my mind, and that's a whole nother story. But yeah, it is the best decision that I've made, the second best.
Thanks, Debs.
I have to give my husband the props for the first decision I made. So it's the second best decision that I've made. Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
Debs.
you.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. If I could go to the gentleman amongst these roses, that is Rolf. Rolf, I remember personally talking to you about this opportunity in 2017. Now, when I first joined, I knew nothing about cryptocurrency, but Rolf, you knew about cryptocurrency. So you already had a leg up on this. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, you had owned a little piece of another cryptocurrency. So you're familiar with it. But what I want to find out from you, what made this attractive to you to come on board, even though you're already familiar with other cryptocurrencies? Yeah, you could just share that with me?
Well, the main thing was, number one, after having a chat with you for maybe, 40 minutes, I decided that I needed to get involved. The main thing actually at that point in time was the ability to see rise in value. But from the economical side of it, the other coin that you mentioned I was involved in, at that point in time, that coin, I think was like about 5,000 years so on. So there's no way that I could have purchased to get involved in another business. And you could literally buy, I guess, 0.1% to your presentation, the live presentation at the point in time, which, there were no props or anything, but just one-on-one. It seemed to make sense. OneCoin just seemed to make sense. I got involved from a point of view that I saw where it could go. I saw that there's a possibility, not it's a possibility. There's evidence of the coin growing in value. So that's what I came in for. I came in for that. But since that time, of course, a lot more has happened insofar as my involvement in OneCoin.
I presume the lot more that you're talking about meant the education that we taught so heavily.
Yes, because the education definitely. When I got in OneCoin, at that point in time, I knew about banking or what banks did. What I didn't recognize is that I knew how to take a loan, and I knew how to have the right figures to be able to get a loan, and I knew that paying my loan payments on time, that kind of thing, and my credit card payment on time, meant that the bank recognized it. They just stuck any more and more debt. I knew nothing about quantitative easing or anything like that. So the education has definitely gone a long understanding of what I thought I knew. I knew not.
Well, all right. Well, let me get Deborah's perspective on this education, a female standpoint. Deborah, let me come back to you. All right. How you feel the education that we offer could better prepare you to understand today's financial system that we're in? Because since you have been abroad, how do you see it helped to sensitize you more on our financial system?
Well, I didn't really understand what money was. The basic, I didn't know. I just thought money was our TNT dollar or the US dollar, and that, which is kind of shallow. I now I know that money is anything that you and I, or me and someone decide to use to receive goods and services, to agree on. And it's so, it's simple, but all of that I never learned in school. I never learned that kind of information in school, and it's so necessary. We all grow up and work for money. And, when you come out of school, you have to go get a job. You have to help with your family. You want to form you want to start your own family. So you just bent on getting things done. You don't really analyze anything. You don't really try to look for any extra information. In fact, you follow other people who you think are successful. And in truth and in fact, everybody in debt up to the eyeballs. So you're just following a certain way of doing things, and it just wasn't correct. And I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't even have the time to analyze it. So now with this educational system in One Academy, it's so profound because it's like somebody pulled the curtain back, and I could see outside now and see the infinite possibilities, and grow and learn and continue learning. And as far as I'm concerned, I now start. And Dr. Ruja's book, Learning for Profit, she wrote it for me because it's for a procrastinator.
And me too.
It's for a procrastinator. It's for somebody who on the grassroots level like myself. I don't profess to know a whole lot in terms of education, financial education. But the way how she wrote this book is she is taking me by the hand, step by step. And I have the book right here, and I'm not going to take too long, but I'm going to read the table of contents. That's all I need to do, at least up to a certain point. Set goals is the first thing. Take responsibility for your life. Most of us like to blame the system, and yes, the system is to blame, but we can't sit here and blame the system until I'm 60 and 70 and 90. That's ridiculous. You have to take responsibility of your own life. And I'm saying you, but I'm speaking to myself. Yes, I stand in the mirror with this book and I talk to myself. No, I'm not crazy. I just need to get out of this whirlpool that I'm in. So yes, I go through this book to write down your goals. Yes, we do that. And sometimes we even listen to inspirational, people like Les Brown, but you sit down there whole day listening to Les Brown and you're not getting up and doing. That is a serious problem.
Yeah, that's what I discovered with the book also, that it actually provided you with a sort of roadmap in action as to how to get from where you are to where you want to go.
Exactly.
And she did it in a very simple way. So that also added to the education that we provide. But let me get away from the education for a little bit. In that you and Sherry would have touched on something called a dealshaker platform. Right? And I know some persons may not be aware what that is. So let me see if I could bring in Shoba into this, because you and Shoba are known as the merchants who on this platform, and we have a number of merchants, not only in Trinidad, but globally. But let me see if I can bring in Shoba. And first of all, before I talk to Shoba, I just want to thank Shoba for being here tonight, because she's now going through a situation with her dad, and I hope he is improving. All right, Shobs, and I thank you for taking some time to be here with us this evening. But what I want to ask you, Shoba, as a merchant on the Dealshaker platform, when we pay you with coins, right, to get our stuff, how do you then in turn replenish your stock to provide us again another time and another time? How you make that facility work for you?
Good night. Good night. Thank you for the opportunity and thanks for the concern. So, to replenish my stock, I would purchase other things on the platform. And by doing that, I may not buy it for myself. I may buy it for my family or my friends who do not have our OneCoins. So that way, I could sell it back for my fiat in order to purchase from my suppliers. I have suppliers who are on the platform, but they are not ready to accept the OneCoins. Right? Not all are in the platform or in our ecosystem with us, who supply me with the goods and services that I provide to the community. So by purchasing other items, I can replenish my stock through reselling for the fiat. I would purchase with coins and I can resell for fiat as well. So that's one way. my other way of replenishing is I am into the business of fruits and vegetables, and it is what I do daily. So some of my profits, instead of banking it, I would use that to purchase my goods and services as well.
Okay, okay.
So
Would you say, since you have come on board with the Deal Shaker platform, Shoba, that your sales, have you seen any increase in sales?
definitely, I am one term by you guys as a favorite merchant. So right, so I would
Shoba smile with
definitely
that one, boy.
would definitely say that I'm seeing a lot more sales
All right. Well,
because of the platform and because food is essential. You know, we out there still doing it even during this COVID-19 situation.
all right. And if I may put in a plug for Shoba, she is one of the merchants who actually does deliveries during this time. So you don't. So anybody who wants don't have to go to the market, and Shoba brings it to you. All right. So, and may I also invite Debbie, Debs, because you are also a merchant.
Yes.
And could you just share a little bit as to how you make out with your payment system when you accept coins?
Well, in the beginning, I was so enthusiastic and really wanted to accumulate coins. So yes, you can never have enough coins. But I used to have a lot of deals. Most of my deals was 100% coins because I wanted to provide people with the, apart from, yes, building my stash, that's important, but I wanted to provide people with the one coin life, the 100% one coin life, because in the future, it'll be total one coin. That's the way I see it, right? So have a taste of the future. But then of course I have to replenish stock. So sometimes I do 50-50 deals, and certain things that I choose to sell, like brand new clothing and gently used clothing. I have a thrift shop, but I want to commend Shoba because I do get some of my stuff from Shoba because I make kombucha tea, and it's a probiotic drink. And when I flavor it, I would need like ginger, turmeric, tamarind, and five fingers or whatever. And if I could easily ask Shoba, I have done it already. I purchase it from Shoba, and that helps me for coins and cash, and sometimes 100% coins, and that helps me to keep my stock, keep it
All right.
rolling, keep it
So,
rolling.
so persons out there might be hearing Debbie and Shoba talk about holding on to coins, and you may wonder why that is so. Well, we have seen, we who in this company, and we have decided to accept the vision of the company. We have seen where the value of the coin has risen in less than 6 years from a half of a euro, which is 50 cents euro, to where it is now over 42 euros. What are we talking about? It has risen over 84, well, 50 cents doubled, and then 42 times that. That'll be what, 4 times within less than 6 years.
Yes.
Why that has happened? Based on demand and supply. So based on our spending habits, based on the confidence that we show in the company and in this system, the value of the coin reflects that. Pure and simple. All right. But we hear from the merchants. Let me see if I can invite somebody who is a shopper now. So the same man face we see in there, Rolf. I know, Rolf, we have seen you in a couple of bazaars. So I know you have been shopping. How have you gotten value for your money, sir?
Oh, definitely so. Definitely so. Because as you said, we may have got, not to confuse people, but when some of us would have got coins at one cost, and now the value has risen, that means that we are able to purchase more. Our value has not shrunk. We will be able to purchase more. But more than just the bazaar, I have bought stuff from Shoba. I have also rented cars in Tobago. And I have also sold stuff on the Deal Shaker platform, because anybody can be a merchant. And I preferred, I would have bought the stuff with my fiat, but I sold it 100% coin because I wanted to, as Debbie said, You want people to see what can be done with the ecosystem, and you want to stimulate it. I mean, just as we read and see all the time about money circulating within a community, and I won't call any particular race, but we tend to find that the money doesn't last long in a particular thing. So I want this ecosystem to make sure that we are able to do what we have set out to do. So like I said, I have everything I've sold up to now on the DealShaker platform, and I've sold coffees and teas. I've done it 100% coin because I have faith in it. I see where it's going, and again, I've used it. And it's literally simple using the coin. So no problem. It's my kind of thing, and I'll continue doing it.
Great, great. Well, listen, you know, when we talking shopping, we had to call the Queen Shopper.
Honestly, I know you're supposed to do that.
Well, I was wondering just now, but then because I mean, I pale into insignificance when it comes to this lady.
Yes, this is the Queen Shopper guy.
I hope you all are not speaking about me.
No, at all.
Yes. I wanted to say something, but I said, look, maybe let me keep my mouth quiet because you know when you start to talk about shop, some people get a little upset. But let me tell you about value. Let me tell you about value. When you could take the coins that you have, you purchase an educational package, you got promotional tokens, which were mine and became coins. Boom. When I got my coins, it was 6.25 at the value at the time. That is now 42.43. So let me tell you something, Rolf, you see what you're talking about with value? Man, I shop till I drop. Because what I was paying at a certain time, I started to pay less for it. Up to the weekend gone by, on the march, I went down the road and I met with my girl Shoba. My house is only veggies and fruits from fruits are us from Shoba. You
Yes,
understand?
healthy,
You understand? And I eating healthy. I'm eating more healthy now during the COVID time because listen, man, my coins talking. My husband went to Vietnam. Let me tell you something. He's not a shopper. But thank God the king, our blue diamond leader, he didn't bring back a coconut for me. He brought back alligator handbag. He brought back, let me tell you something, scarf. Listen, man, he brought back alligator belt. If you see the thing, really, really nice. Let me tell you something. I got value for my money, and I'm continuing to get value for my money through this business. As Sherry said earlier on, Sherry, we also have a piece of land that I walk on because of OneCoin. We purchased it with coins. I will never forget that New Year's Day when we went up on the hill and we stood up. It has a slight incline. And we stood up and we took our pictures and we stood up and we looked around and we gave God thanks. Because we never thought, when we came into this business, we thought, okay, it will probably, give us a little thing here and there. But it turned out to be a long-term trust. It turned out to be something that we could look forward to for our children, to leave a legacy for them, a legacy of shopping freely. That's the kind of legacy. You understand? And knowing that you're dealing with a coin that the value is constantly appreciating.
Yeah.
Thank you for that opportunity, Cliff, because he brought it to the family.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, I'm hearing such glowing comments about this business, this opportunity. I find Sherry quiet because I ain't called pull her in. Sherry, let me ask you something. What you feel that we have in place in this company to take us to be the number one position that we aspire to be in 5,000 cryptocurrencies? Sherry, what do you think about that? What you think we have that will get us to number one?
Well, before I answer that, I must nominate Shoba, Merchant of the Year.
Yeah.
Big bow, thank you.
Well done.
Well, it's easy. One word, usability. Just being able to use my OneCoins in over 194 countries is amazing. OneLife has a community of over 3.6 million people. And we agree that our OneCoins have great value. TNT has about 1.4 million people. And we agree that our TT dollar has value. So we are a country in a country. True. We are more than TNT.
Yeah.
Dr. Ruja, in her brilliant mind, has prepared OneLife and OneCoin. She has prepared the framework for when it is formed by the authorities. And that is soon. But OneCoin is ready. We are ready. I thank God for that.
Thank God is right. And all right, so we have heard some nice things about the company. But we who in the business have gotten to realize that you go to some friends and some family when you start to experience what this business brings out. And those people go online and read some negatives, and they come back to you, your same friends and family who you're hoping to help. They come back to you and tell you, hey, you're wasting your money, don't go there. I want to find out from Rolf and Shoba, because they have been in the business for a while. They have been building business. And I want to find out when these people come back to you, what motivates you, what does keep you in check and focus enough to stay the path. Rolf, let me hear you first.
Well, at this point in time, what keeps me focused is the fact that I'm using my coin. I mean, you could tell me all you want. They say old talk is old talk, but fact is facts. I use my coin. I have got value for my coin. I am able to use my coin in more than one place, like Sherry said ago, 190 something countries. We agree that our coin, and it's this thing about it, it's not that my one coin in Trinidad is worth $30, and when I get there, it's a different value. It is the same value all over. So for instance, very early in the business, I introduced it to someone, a brother and a sister. Brother got involved, the sister said, when she slept the night, God told her that it's not something for the girl. So I told her, praise God for that. I mean, I'm not vexed with you. And since that time, she has asked me, I say, how is it going? Doing fine. The car you drove in when you were so big, I rented it with coins. So I guess it's going all right for me. I don't know how it's going for you. Right? I mean, I'm not upset with people. Everyone sees what they want to see. And if you can't take the time to look into something, investigate it, you just can't take the first thing you see, anything and just run it. You do your own investigation. I am showing you, you are seeing living proof of that. What we are able to do. We have had expos, we have had bazaars, people are accepting the coin. I don't know what more I can tell you. I mean, and I'm not upset with you. My thing is that I am not here to convince. I am here to show you. I expose you to it, and it's up to you to make a decision based on the knowledge that you have.
And Shobs, well, I know Shoba, you in that side of Trinidad, so you have command over all of those people inside there. But how you deal with that? Because you have a big neighborhood.
Right. So I would mostly ignore these comments that these negatives they view, and I'd be like, I have my belief, and I really do believe that OneCoin is going to take us places. I mean, the same criticism you all hearing, I heard it when I started. So I would say it's the same criticism that's been replaying and replaying all over the internet and wherever you all see your negative comments. But for me, as Rolf said, we are seeing the usability, and it's not only in Trinidad, it's global, as Deb and Sherry said. So apart from usability, we see a value increase over the years. It has not been declining in value like our fiat that we are accustomed to. And be it Trinidad, be it US, be it wherever in the world, our currency is a stable currency and it continues to climb in value. So apart from that and the usability, we also have merchants right here accepting. So we don't need to go outside of TNT to use it. It's already being used here. Like, for example, I accept 50-50 right now, as we was talking about stock and replenishing. That's the reason why we do 50-50 now. But in the beginning, according to them, we was anxious. We want coins. So I was doing 100%. But because of the amount of persons in the community right here in Trinidad that would like Shoba to continue being there to provide for them, I do my 50-50. So I am seeing usability. I have seen the growth in the value of the coin since I've been into the business 2017, and the dealshaker started at 2018, right? And I'm here still, and I've seen multiple increases. So they could say what they want, but I have my belief, and I believe that Dr. Rusha did this for a purpose to reach the masses. So for those who want to believe and want to take negative criticism, I say that's your freedom. But mine is freed by being in the business, and the One Academy has taught us a lot. You are not in the business, you choose not to be there. I choose to be educated. It is your choice. So I let them know that my belief is strong and I have usability, and they can't defer my mind.
You know, I listened to you and Rolf talk just now. You're more mature than me, you know. Because
really?
Yeah, you guys say, well, boy, you know, when they say the thing and they had the negatives, look, they feel free for that. Somehow I still take it personal. You know why? I feel
I just off them off enough.
No, I feel if you had trusted me all the years, you know, man, and we are friends, we line together all the time, you trust me. Now that I'm sharing something with you, which I see working for me, I ain't hearing it could work, you know. I'm telling you, it's working for me.
Alignment bodies is the same thing. None of them want to join.
So I seen it working for me. So I'm telling you about it. So all the time you trust me. Now all of a sudden you don't trust me because you read some person's comments online who you don't know what their agenda is about, but you prefer to trust their comments above my experience. So I would say, all you're more mature than me, and I want to line around you guys so it could rub off on me. All right.
But Cliff, you have to let them go, because when you see you driving your car paid with coins, or you're in your house, as you say, you build your house on your land using coins, what they gonna say?
Yeah.
How you get that?
Yeah.
Don't ask me now. I mean, I will tell you now because we're here to share.
Right.
The point is, don't say I didn't tell you.
True. And to viewers also, I want you to understand that these two ladies that we talking about as merchants, these are just two of the many merchants that we have in Trinidad and Tobago, and as Donna showed you, where we have them globally. Every month, at least for last year, leading up to before this coronavirus lockdown, we had what you call a bazaar, where every month we had a venue in different places whereby we would bring merchants and consumers together to be able to buy goods and services using our coins and using our Trinidad and Tobago money too. You understand? But we were making this thing work throughout last year in actual physical location. And if we don't have a physical location, we have deals on our platform. You just tap into it, much like if you're going to Amazon to see what deals is out there, and you decide if that's what you want. You take your coins that you have gotten together with your education. You get that. But come on board. You don't understand what I'm saying? You're excited about why you're here, but you don't understand it. Come on board and we provide understanding. Guys, we come into the end of our session. So I want to ask you a final question. Everybody had to chime into this.
Okay.
My question to you is, as we leave in, what one quality do you think One Life could help Trinidad and Tobago with? One thing, any one thing, and I want each person to give me, you can't give me the same thing somebody else say.
Okay.
Okay, so anybody jump in first.
Okay. Transparency. Transparency through the blockchain. I don't know if we mentioned blockchain before, but blockchain is a ledger. It records all the transactions coming down like a bank book. Some people too young to know what a bank book is, but it records a bank statement then. So it records everything, and nobody can interfere with it. So it's there forever, and you can't interfere with it. And Trinidad and Tobago desperately need some form of blockchain in the system. It is, yeah. I think I need to say less, but I think we know all over the world is the same problem with the corruption and the money passing and revenue leaking. And then me, I have to pay for that. And you. So,
all right. So,
transparency,
All of us.
blockchain.
But,
Yes.
but let me jump in because I want to bring up the same point I brought up just now. My bag was bought in Vietnam. It cost Cliff the same amount in Vietnam as it would have cost him in the States, as it would have cost him in Trinidad, as it would cost him anywhere. Foreign exchange, it will help with foreign exchange because we can do cross-border transactions without changing our money or our money losing value. Because cryptocurrency can do cross-border transactions because we simply use our phone, same value in any country all over the world. That's my
Correct, Donna.
contribution.
Yours nicer than mine.
Correct, Donna. Very, very correct.
Right.
anybody else jump in?
Yes,
Yes.
Shoba here. So there's education to change your mindset about what you didn't learn in the school curriculum. Our education in
Yep.
One Life, One Academy is our educational platform, which is the heart of our company. And that education is at mind-blowing, changing lives, right? If you could just tap in, if it's just the first level, we have those packages going for 140 euros or 1400 TT. Just the first level alone. If you're really into your education and really want to be somewhere different in a different economy, which is what we offer in, apart from the education, you get to convert your tokens into coins. So yes, you could convert your tokens into coins and get your coins, but you need the education to remember how to replenish your coins.
Yeah.
Without your education, you will just spend like a lottery winner or a lotto winner. So education definitely gonna help the people change their mindset.
Yeah.
Right.
Well said, Shoba.
Yeah.
Correct.
Beautiful,
Thank you.
Well
beautiful.
said, well said.
Yes,
Correct.
Cherie, she's on. That's
Correct.
true.
Yes, I will just add a little more to what Donna said because she kind of took my answer. Foreign exchange. You know, we could save on foreign exchange because trying to get the required amount of foreign exchange, you know, that you need to do business or to travel is proving to be a real headache. You know, it's a real headache.
True
So not
leakage.
having to go to the bank in the lines or to go through the hassle of trying to get US or euros, you know, knowing that your OneCoin cryptocurrency has the same value in 194 countries,
Beautiful.
that would solve a major problem for all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Shares. And Rolf,
Yes, Sherry.
to bring up the rear.
Yeah, well, to bring up the rear. Well, two things. One, just to pivot a bit on what Shoba's mentioned. She mentioned economy. We
Ooh.
operate in two economies. We can operate in the fiat economy and in the
Coin.
Crypto.
what they're saying is the new norm, where we'll no longer be able to shake people's hands, hug people. Money is something that they talk about is able to pass on diseases. Everything will be going digital. Whether we like it or not, that is how it's going to go. So we could get in ahead of the game. Let's get involved. Let's do what we have to do. And like I said, be ahead of the game.
All right. So,
Nice.
guys, I want to thank you. We come to the end of our of your duties here tonight. We want to thank you for your time that you spent with us. To the listeners, these are faces and voices that many of you probably never heard before or want to hear more of. So I am hoping that they will be encouraged to come on and do the part from this side of the laptop or the phone eventually. But I want to thank you guys for stepping up and rising. All right. Also, I want to mention that what we have is what you call inflation-proof money.
Definitely.
Unlike
That's a
paper
great
money,
point.
yeah. Unlike
Yes, it
paper
is.
money, where you're sure that the money is going to be buying less and less, it is guaranteed.
Yeah.
With our system, because of on how it is built, there's no such promise. We're not promising it must increase, but we promising you it's not bound to fall.
Yeah.
Come on board. See why merchants excited to have it, and see why whenever you make a transaction, both parties walk away as winners. Both of them feel they have done a good thing and entered a good transaction. I want to thank everybody for taking part. I again want to mention all I am is please get that movie, The Banker. All right. You're going to learn a number of lessons from it, and you're going to learn why financial education is paramount. All right. Thank you very much. And I want to pass back over to
Thank you,
Queen
Cliff.
Shepherd, Donna Samlalsingh.
Hey,
you.
thank you, Cliff. And to all the panelists, that was an awesome, awesome, awesome discussion. At this point in time, I don't know if you know, as I listened to them back and forth discussing, I realized what I said to you at the very beginning. You have to make a decision whether you're going to live a limited life. The choice is yours. You have to decide. You have to decide. You have been educated. The financial weather report came to you through different voices, through different perspectives, and they shared. I want to put the cap as I invite a young man, our Blue Diamond, our leader, our captain, the one who we look up to in this business because of what he has done for us through this business. He has held fast. His passion has taken him far and wide in this business. He travels. I mean, I'm sure he must have changed his passport by now because the amount of stamps it would have on it. But, you know, his heart, I think that's for me the major part of him, of King. We call him King. His name is Cordell King James, but the major aspect of him is his heart and his commitment to this company and to changing and saving our lives. Welcome. I pass the mic to you, Mr. James. All right.
You're like killing me here tonight. Thank you so much. You know, for me, it's always an opportunity and a privilege that I don't take lightly or for granted to share or to say a word or two anytime that it presents itself. And tonight, just listening to the testimonies and stories of different individuals and their take and their perspective on things, it just send you reeling, send you thinking. And I saw a Facebook memory today of when Mr. Kimral Ali went Ruby. I saw some information the other day on Ivan Mark and Misha Mark, some presentation that they had done. And I'm listening to Deb Charm. By the way, I used some feel-good oil the other night on my daughter that I purchased on the dealshaker from Deb to cover her stomach because she wasn't feeling too well. And I'm just saying, I can't imagine the business without the persons that's here now. And for every active individual, which I think is so important, every person added the value along the way whenever they came in, whenever they got started. But every individual that's here now, that's active, that's participating, that's around, that's being seen, that's doing something, I can't imagine the business without you. But I say that to say this. Someone out there is waiting for you as well. That we, within a year, within 6 months, within 2 years, we would not be able to imagine the business without them. We have to get people started, and we have to help others. Because I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, look how these people didn't know that they didn't know at one point in time, myself included. And it's someone who gave me the opportunity by telling me. I love my brother Dwayne Cadies. I talk about him a lot most times because I remember when he had the opportunity to be probably everybody upline, because he was one of the first persons I told, because when I left the other business, he was clearing perfumes for me from Swissport. So, and I told him, but when I told him, he went and he looked at the information, he saw scam. So he delayed, but at the end of the day, he came in at the time he needed to come in, because now, today, he's untouchable. Maybe if he had came in at that time, he might have fallen to the wayside, who knows? But now, with his One Academy understanding, is exceptional. And I'm just saying, wow, this One Academy is effective. Because today I was in the barbershop, and I'm having a conversation today. And I'm not going to call names or say who, but men speaking, and a man is discussing and saying what inflation is and breaking down inflation. I'm saying to myself, daily, I'm involved in learning and talking about this concept. And here it is, he's telling me what he think he knows. He don't know that he don't know. And I had to start to enlighten him. I said, please, I just ask you to listen a little bit because I study this. I know what I'm speaking of. And I'm saying we have an opportunity here, friends, to share with others that our eyes are open. They might feel their eyes are open, but they are truly closed and blind to the harsh reality that is. This situation that we're in with this COVID-19, that the government pretending like they care about your opinion, or could it really be that they do care? Is it that they're really looking for solutions and they don't know who to turn to, so they throwing out a message like, if you have a suggestion for the recovery team, post it here. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting times. And if you're telling me you do not see a reason for you to position yourself to learn more on finance and money, what Mr. T used to say, no, matter of fact, I wouldn't go there. I would just say it's heart hurting when people don't want to learn more. And it's not the right thing for you to do to your loved ones and to your family and friends. So I amaze us here that's up and around and participating. Just imagine someone is waiting for you to contact them. Someone is waiting for you to tell them that they too can be the one destined to be. They too could have this opportunity. They too can become a learner and a participator like yourself. So all the ones that we would have spoken to before, that you may have locked off, revisit. Times change, things change for humans, situation change. Not everybody remain in the same situation. Some kind of spark may be needed, and this situation of COVID-19 might have been the spark in their life that they needed to wake them up to the reality that nothing is necessarily promised and all plans are not guaranteed, no matter how you plan your life. So for me, I'm humble, I'm grateful, I'm thankful for this opportunity. And I'm so much happier that so many persons are wrong. I'm listening to Ralph and I'm smiling to myself, Mr. Ralph Doyle. I'm listening to Shoba Growth and I'm just happy overall. Sherian, everyone that spoke here tonight. And Mr. Samlalsingh, well done for your One Life Core Team initiative with this panel discussion idea, you and your wife, Donna. I thank you guys for the opportunity here tonight to share these 2 words with you. And my real word is, I just want to encourage you to continue pressing on. Press on to that higher calling. Press on to expecting more and doing more from yourself, because you can never stop growing. When you stop growing, you're dying. And dying right now should not be the option. Choose to grow. Thank you. It's all about one life for more life. One's out.
One's out, King, as always. You have just put the cap on it. I leave you with this thought. Martin Luther King Jr. said, you do not have to see the whole staircase to take a step. Just take a step. Just take a step and change your financial situation by becoming part of this community. COVID-19 is not your permanent address. Your mind is not in quarantine. You were exposed this evening to something that could deliver you. Take the step. Be blessed. Remember, we are back tomorrow, lunchtime with Lunch and Learn. It's Monday. Remember, tomorrow evening tea and tea time, and all around the world, you know your time. Good evening, good morning, whatever time it is for you. We are back here at 8 p.m. TNT time, and we are looking forward to you being with us. So, as my upline said, together for more. One's out. Be blessed.
One's out.
Have a great night. One's out.
All right, good night.
One's out.